Alrighty then. Hey, this is Megalovaniac yet again, and I'd like to announce today that I'm actually going to be playing Civilization VI on this channel when it first comes out. So what I'd like you guys to do in this video is vote for whoever it is you want to see me play as in the comments below. There are, I believe, 19 civilizations, one with 2 leaders, so please specify which leader you'd prefer me to play if you're going to be voting for Greece. But yeah, effectively 20 different civs that are available in the game, and I will have a complete list of them in the description below, along with the list of the 4 different victory types in case you forget. They are cultural, scientific, domination, and religious victory. If you would prefer to see a certain victory condition with a certain civ, feel free to add that into your vote as well, because I'll be taking that into consideration. So please vote for whoever it is you want to see, and whoever gets the most votes, I will be playing on the day of release. Now, in case some of you aren't fully familiar with the civs that have been announced yet, there will also be a link to all the first look videos in the description below, and I will be putting out a video going over each civ in my own detailed way. It won't be super, well, each individual civ will only be gone over about as long as the first look video, maybe a little bit longer, but it will go into a little bit of what I think of the civ and how I would probably play them. But of course, you guys still choose the victory condition. Feel free to keep voting until the actual day of release, because I won't actually be making a decision until the game comes out. So I will be tallying everyone's votes together. I'll only, of course, be going with any civs that are already announced right now. There might be something announced, like some sort of DLC that's going to be available on launch day, but unless there's an overwhelming vote, like the day that gets announced, that's probably not going to be what I'm going to be playing. So any of the civs in the description, any of the victory conditions in the description, if you feel like mismatching victory conditions, like say, I don't know, Aztec's cultural victory, because they have literally no bonuses for culture or tourism or anything like that. Either way though, whatever you guys want, I'm interested in doing it. I have, of course, preferences on who I'd like to play, and as I go over each individual civs, I'll be mentioning that. But it's about what you guys want most, and if there's no real overwhelming numbers, I might just do a dice roll to see who wins. We'll see when it comes out. Either way though, comments below, let me know who you guys want me to play and what you want me to do along the way. Just fair warning to the rest of you out there, if you are not interested in hearing about how I play Civilization and you just want to leave your comment and move on, or leave a dislike and move on and just don't care, that's fine. Just the rest of this video isn't for you. Feel free to close the video right now. For the rest of you though, I'm going to be going over how I play the game, what I've been doing, and a little bit of my history as a Civ player, just to give you guys an idea of how I will play when I make these videos. Now, I may not be the most long-running Civ player. I didn't actually play Civ until Civ V Complete was out. In fact, I believe it was shortly after Civ V Complete came out. I bought it and got a hold of it, played with some friends, and since then I've put in, let me actually check on that. I want to say it's at least, yeah, around 600 hours that I put into it. So I'm not exactly a professional. I don't know of any professional Civ players, but that's not the point. I'm not the best player, I'm not the most experienced, but I'm far from someone who's new to it and has only played a little bit, so I have an idea of what I'm doing. That being said, when the series actually does start, and I do intend to do a full playthrough of one game, I don't know if I'll do anything past that, we'll see how it goes, but when the series does start, I'm intending to play through on King difficulty, which, to let you know, that's slightly above average. I normally play on Emperor in Civ V, but given that this is a new game, I'd like to step it down a notch just to make sure I don't completely embarrass myself. And we've already got a lot of gameplay videos out there from people who got an early release copy on Prince difficulty, and it seems a little bit too easy for me. Although I could be wrong, it could be that these people are just so much better than me, they just make it look easy, and I'm going to completely embarrass myself. Either way though, King difficulty is what I'm planning on playing on, and I think I can handle that. At least in Civ V, I can easily stomp through King difficulty, it's not a challenge. But Emperor, I usually have difficulty, like I win some games, I lose some games, it varies. So I'd like to ideally be able to at least do decently and not completely embarrass myself. That's why I'm going with King. As for my play style, I started with Egypt as my original Civ, and I decided to play kind of a cultural, peaceful game. Of course, way back then I didn't even know how important it was to make more than one city, but that's beside the point. Yeah, I tend to be more of a culture-focused player. I'm not the most aggressive, but at the same time, I'm not the most passive either. Like, I'm not going to avoid war at all costs. If someone's thoroughly pissing me off, I'm probably going to invade them. But generally speaking, I'm not going to be constantly going on the aggressive. Domination victory is the one I have the least experience with in all of my time playing Civ. So if I do end up going for a domination victory due to your guys' vote, I may not do all that great, but I'll still do it. I'm not completely clueless about it. I'm just not great. That's about all you need to know about me, actually. Now, like I said, if you want to find out more about each individual Civ and how I would play them, there's going to be a second video uploaded later. I don't know, if you're watching this like a day from this upload, it's probably out by now. But it might be out a little bit late if you're watching this immediately. Either way, though, that's going to be up later. Feel free to watch it if you want to know more about each individual Civ if you haven't been keeping up with Civ 6 information, or you can just watch the first look videos that are linked to in the description below. Either way, I look forward to hearing back from you guys. Let me know what you want to see, and I'll try to provide it for you. See you then.